All right. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to today's market update time. What the hell? What the hell? Where did that come from? All right. Welcome, everyone. Well, easy, Tiger. Easy. All righty. So, traders, ladies, gentlemen, this is another market update time, and looking at the markets right now. If you guys watched my market update yesterday, I was telling you guys that I was expecting a lot more downside to come in the metals. I didn't know about gold, but silver was definitely giving me a signal there that we should see a lot more downside. And bam, it's exactly what happened. Following along with the markets. And so we're going to be looking at silver and gold today, looking at the metals as well too. And we'll be looking at obviously the S&P 500 and the Dow Jones and all that down home country goodness, and just going with that as well too. So that's what we're going to be talking about today, guys. And once again, we're going to be focusing on the metals again today, because as I said yesterday, that we did start to get confirmation of a breakdown. So we'll likely get some follow through. And boy, oh boy, did we get some follow through on the metals today, didn't we? And as you guys saw yesterday, right? Yesterday I talked about that. Expect some selling. I got a much more clearer signal in silver, but I didn't expect gold to have such a big down day. But there you go. And I'll talk more about that as I go along as well too. So let's get started straight into Cube. How you doing, my man? All righty, guys, let's get straight into it. Guys, do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this session today, because trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There is no guarantees of making a profit in the markets, and it takes you a long time to become a really good trader. So this here is just to educate you, to help you become a much better trader. And if you haven't done so yet, guys, go down to johnsflashsale.com to grab the $7 trading course if you haven't done so yet. And you can see all the details about the Grab the Markets by the Balls trading course over there as well too. Johns, Johns, johnsflashsale.com. All right, guys, let's get straight into the market update now. One thing I want to talk about, and one thing I want to flow with what's going on right now, is I want to talk about some things that I mentioned yesterday, and some people still do not get it. And what I mean by that is, you know, guys, the thing is that I always say that the market is always giving us some clues on what's going on and what to expect and what to look out for and so on and so forth, right? So some clues and so on and so forth. So the thing is that we're looking at the markets here. Okay, we're looking at the markets here. And let's go over now to this my main screen here. And I want to bring up the silver price here. And as we can see, right, and I've been saying all along that we have a lower low. This could be some sort of lower high here soon, because that lower low is a warning sign that something's not right. We're changing trend. And look at this here, slowly move up. And I was saying we're either going to do two things. We're going to break up. If we break up, we're likely to follow through. And if we break down, we're likely to follow through. Yesterday, we had the breakdown on let's go to the SLV. So yesterday we had the breakdown on the SLV price. And I said the break out of this here, due to the fact we had this lower low, now this is going to be this is a lower high here now, around about the 50%. And I was saying yesterday that because we got the breakout now, that's the confirmation to tell me we're now probably going to get down towards the $14 level. And boy, oh boy, did that happen in one day. I didn't expect that to happen in one day, but I was talking about the $14 level here to be like a round number to where it's likely to get to. So the interesting thing is, guys, is that the markets here, okay, the markets here is always giving us some sign, some signals of what to expect or what to look out for. And boy, oh boy, did that happen. Now looking on the GOD, I didn't expect to have such a big selling movement on the GOD. Let's actually bring up the actual gold price here for a minute. All right, and then so we have this big upward movement, and look at this big breakout now. Massive breakout now with a big selling bar. So we haven't broken below the low yet, but once we start to do that, we're probably going to start to see a lot more selling in Yeah, look at that there. And once again, guys, this is where what does it come down to? It comes down to reading the price action. So go back to this gold price here. What do we have? What was the warning, right? The warning sign that things are changed is this low, and then we had a lower low, and then the market ran up, and the market ran up. And for you guys that have been following me for quite some time, guess who bought gold at 1310? Can anyone have a guess? For you guys that have been following me quite some time, and I'll give you a bit of a hint. I've been giving him a bit of a stick in the chat box lately. And guess who bought it? Guess who bought gold at 1310? And I looked at that comment. I'm just like, are you serious now? This thing's gonna get hammered. I'll see if you guys can guess it. If you guys have been following me for quite some time. Cube. You got it. He left a comment on my video yesterday that I did yesterday. He's like, oh, I bought gold at 1310. And I'm just like, did you watch anything about the video that I just did today about why we're getting weakness now? About why we're getting weakness? Did you watch any of that? This is how the markets work. You're not smarter than the market. And I guarantee you once again, and I've said to Jesse, poor Jesse. Jesse gets hammered, I tell you. But here we go. Right, I'm going to, if I bring up, let me bring up this one here. All right, I'm going to bring up this video here.
Set up a highly profitable Amazon import business.
I don't want to do that. All right, so poor Jesse. Like this is yeah. So this is what Jesse put yesterday. Bought gold at 1310 today, and I sat there. And I'm just like, this is on yesterday's video, by the way. It's massive selling off with silver and gold, and you can see here that this is where silver and gold was yesterday. And I looked at this and I'm just like, oh, come on, Jesse. Seriously, man. Are you listening to anything that I'm telling you these days? And yeah, it's just like some people just don't learn. And I keep saying to Jesse, I'm like, Jesse, mate, you might as well bet off just giving your money to charity because you're just going to keep losing money. So, and what the biggest mistake Jesse is doing right now is he thinking that he knows what's going on. And he knows what's going to happen and so on and so forth. And he keeps falling into that bad mistake, that bad trap, and not respecting or listening to the market. Josh, poor Jesse. Well, you know what? It's just, I don't know why he keeps doing the same thing over and over again. Especially when I came out yesterday and I was not on the if scenarios. I was saying, silver's giving me confirmation now. Now I'm expecting a $14 SLV price. And it happened the very next day. I didn't expect it to happen the next day, but it happened the very next day. And for you guys with me yesterday, you saw that, right? There was no ifs, and I was like, no, we got confirmation breakdown. Silver's bearish. Didn't know about gold, but man, did gold follow through as well too. Now what are we seeing right now? We're getting a lot of selling in the silver and gold price right now. So what is this here? It's a lower low, which was a warning sign for us in the first place to say, hang on a minute, something's not right here. And then I was saying through here, is this going to be a lower high? If it is going to be a lower high, then we're likely to see a lot of sell-off. So this could be some sort of a sell-off right now, and we could start to see, well, I definitely see a bit more follow through coming through on silver there, but we could actually be getting back down towards the $14 on the actual silver price. But the SLV, the $14 was the actual price that I was saying there on the SLV there. But that's what we're looking at there, guys, and that's what we're focusing on. It's so real. It's really, really, really important that we just flow, what I call that flow with the markets, and just look at the markets for what it really is telling us. It's so important. And people just don't, and this is the number one foundations of how the markets work. And the market is always giving us some clues on what's going on. And as long as we keep flowing with it, then we will do well. But unfortunately for Jesse, Jesse is, he's the contrarian indicator, I tell you. And so right now, what do we see? What do I see happening right now with the actual metals itself? Well, we have actually broken down now in a big, strong breakout bar. We had this lower low, now a lower high breakdown. It'd be really interesting to see whether we do break that 1280 level on gold. If we do, then I'll probably see this thing back down towards the $1,200 level. And I know that sounds pretty crazy, but that's what's happening right now. And you can see on this weekly bar too, we can see what's happening on this weekly chart too as well too. So yeah, don't fight the market, guys. Don't fight the market. If the market's doing what it's doing right now, which is a lower low and a lower high, then that's the market saying, hey, there's a warning. This is, and for you guys who have been watching me now for the last few weeks, I've been pointing this out to say this is a warning sign. The market is telling us this is a warning sign. Simple analysis like that, guys, but it's so powerful because it's what the market is telling us. So that's what's happening there right now. Let's go have a look at the Dow Jones and see what's happening with the Dow Jones. Pretty much another sideways day through here. So we're still building up into this triangle pattern. For the last few weeks, guys, I've been talking about how I have been expecting the Dow Jones or the S&P and Nasdaq to pull back a little bit, and possibly even the Dow Jones to come back a little bit. But that hasn't been happening. We're just continuing this sideways movement in the Dow Jones, and the longer we go sideways here, the more it's going to build a lot of pressure here to then start to have another follow through. Same with the look at the S&P 500. Same with the S&P 500, right? We're just still holding this major level through here and just holding it, right? And look at this weak pullback. Just a very, very, very weak pullback. I wouldn't be too surprised to see some more upside soon. So it'd be really, really interesting to see that. And same for the NASDAQ as well too. Just a very, very weak pullback. Very weak pullback. So, and what I mean by weak pullback, if I bring up, say, this here, notice how we had all these nice movement up on moving up, and then now we're going, look at this here, we're dropping down, and now we're just going sideways, right? So now we're just going sideways. What does that mean? What does that mean? That means now we're building energy, right? We're not getting strong. We're not getting that strong selling period, are we? That means there's no sellers here right now. And so that's given us a warning sign. This is how you read the market. That's given us a warning sign that, hang on a minute, we're not getting that strong selling right now. What does that mean? That means that we could be getting ready for another move up. Another move up. Just like the Dow Jones is doing as well too. Right? Another move up. And so we get this nice triangle pattern through here. And that's actually what we're seeing through there. So please, guys, please, and please. If you are focusing on the markets right now and you're trading the markets right now, what I'm talking about here right now is the most powerful thing you can do for your trading to stack the odds on your side. I said odds, not guarantees. Okay. And it's these things here about how to read the market with the peaks and troughs or the highs and lows, just like what happened with silver and gold. And now I was saying, I need to see the breakout first. We got the breakout yesterday with silver. I said, there is no if scenarios. I'm expecting more downside to come. That happened today. I didn't know how much. And the same for what is actually, and the same for what? For Dow Jones. The Dow Jones is still doing what? What is the Dow Jones still doing? If we just look at the same analysis, which is what? The highs and the lows. The Dow Jones, bring up Snagger tool, Snagger time. Snagger time. We're bringing out what? Bring out what? Look at this here. There's a higher low. There's a higher low. This could be still another what? A higher low. So the buyers are still raising their prices. Even though we're getting these lower highs through here, the buyers are still raising the prices. And because the market has been going up for quite some time now, since January, then the dominant trend is up. And nothing changes unless what? Nothing changes unless we start to get a lower low. What is that? That is the first sign. That is the first indication that something is not right. Something is not right. Because the buyers are no longer raising their prices. And once again, if I go back to my SLV and GLD, it's the same thing, right? Lower low, something's not right. A rally up, and then a follow through. And same for silver, same for the silver or the SLV. We have a higher low through here. We had a lower low. Hang on a minute. What is that? Possible trend change. We rallied up. I didn't know whether this was going to be some sort of a false bear flag, or we're going to get a break up to the upside and then follow through, or we're going to get a breakdown. As you know, we got the breakdown yesterday out of that there with the volume, and then away we go. That's called flowing with the markets, guys. Sometimes you don't know what's going on, so you got to sit back and wait for the market to tell you. And then when you do get the confirmation, like, oh, boom, there we go, right? So big selling in the markets. And this is just understanding how the markets work. And so back with the Dow Jones there, guys, the same analysis that I'm talking about here is that higher low, higher low, higher low. Same for the S&P 500. Who's in control of this market right now? Doesn't matter what you think, doesn't matter what you hope, doesn't matter what you fear. It's clearly higher low. This is a significant low through here. And now we could be forming some sort of high low through here. So right now, even though we're getting pullbacks, down candles, doesn't mean the trend has changed. And the pullbacks, as you can see, right, the pullbacks are very short-lived. Weak pullback and then another big strong move. And now look at this last week or so. Look at that, just weak pullback. Now, again, guys, it doesn't mean it's going to stay that way because there's no certainties. But what can we do? We can stack the odds on our side by trading with the trend, not trying to fight. I'm not saying, here's the top. And when especially like what, good old Paul Jesse, especially when the market is telling you we have a lower low, this could be some sort of lower high. And that's actually a warning sign to say, hang on, the sellers could be coming in right now. And suddenly Jesse buys it on the down bar. Poor Jesse. So Jesse, my man, if you're listening to this, my man, what's the definition of insanity? And if your girlfriend's watching this, by the way, you need to give him one big slap in the face and tell him, listen, you need to start sharpen your shit up and listen to this. Because I'm telling you right now, guys, and that's not me talking to Jesse with disrespect or anyone that may have lost money in the last couple of weeks. That's not me looking at disrespect or saying I'm better than you or anything like that. No, it's none of that bullshit. I'm not better than you. I'm not better than anyone else. I have just fortunately made it on the other end of the side of all this bullshit of what I thought, believed, or even thunk, about trading these markets and how to get ahead of these markets and how to read the charts and what's the charts telling me. Are we still in an upward trend? If we are, if the market's still in an upward trend, don't fight it like the S&P 500. Don't fight it. The market hasn't given us any warning sign yet that the trend's going to change. And then with silver and gold, I've been saying we're getting this lower low. We could be getting some sort of lower high. Now, again, I didn't know we're going to get the lower high because we could get a break up and then follow through again. But I was looking for a breakout. And once again, that's the reason why I was very, very confident to come out and say there is no ifs no anymore. There is just that. And again, guys, I'm harping on this because I want you to realize that the market is always giving us warning signs on what's going on. And it's our job to flow with the markets and not try to fight the markets. It's so important through there to understand that. So please, guys, again, it's not a matter of me pointing the finger at anyone or saying whatever. It's not about being right with the market. It's not about saying, oh, look, I got it right and you got it wrong and all the type of bullshit. That doesn't matter about that. All that matters is that you learn from your mistakes. You learn from your mistakes. And one of the biggest mistakes that I've done in the past is just not listening to the market. The market is the chart, right? That's what the market is. And when the market starts to make some sort of formations in the markets, it's telling us what's going on. If we have a period where the market is making a higher low and a higher low through here, guess what? The buyers are in control. But if suddenly, for some reason, we make a double top and we fail, we couldn't break past previous highs. As you can see, right? This higher low broke past previous highs. Higher low broke past previous highs. Higher low couldn't break past previous highs. What does that mean? That's our first sign to say something is changing because it couldn't break past previous highs. And then we ran down and created a what? A lower low. Something is changing right now. That's a warning sign to say something could be changing. We now got a double top and a lower low. Oh, the sellers are, the buyers are no longer raising their prices. What could that mean? Oh, that could mean now that the sellers are likely to take control. What do we need now to say for the sellers to take control? Oh, we need a lower high. And the lower high was here. So, but we don't know it's going to, we don't know it's going to be definitely be a lower high. What do we need? We need obviously a nice up move, but then we need a nice breakout bar to start saying, yes, we are at a lower high. And it makes it even stronger if we get some sort of, what the hell is that? And if we get some sort of what? Some sort of retracement that is 50% or less. And then a continuation is very strong, is a very strong momentum. And then when we got the breakout yesterday, that's what gave me the confidence to say, listen, I'm no longer on the if scenarios, because so many people give me so much flack about if. Well, it is if. And yesterday was an if scenario. So, and then as the market continues to fall, guys, like with right now, is this going to be a double bottom, or is it going to follow through? Gonna. The thing is, guys, we never know, right? So it's our job to continue to flow with that, flow with the markets through there. So that's what I wanted to look at through there. Let's go have a look at GDX and GDXJ. So the GDX also made a lower low. The interesting thing is what's happening right now. Look at this here. We're actually, the GDX right now is creating some sort of double top through here. So we created the lower low first. Now we created the double top. So it's really interesting to see what's happening on the GDX front. We do have this upward trend formation, and we do have this formation through. So what's happening right now? Right, we've got this lower low, but now we've got a bit of a double top. Right, what's happening right now? The buyers are still raising their prices but there's a lot of indecision where we are right now. A lot of indecision where we are right now. But if we start to break below what? Where was the last low? It's probably 22. Let's bring up this chart here. There we go. That's better. Yeah. So we're definitely now in this overall, like this is what's happening right now. So if we start to break below that trend line, definitely if we break below that trend line, then guess what? Now something has changed, hasn't it? Now we're getting a double top. So we don't know definitely what this is going to be, but here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. If we hold here on the GDX, this is reading the market, okay? It's no matter what I think, who gives about what I think? Because what I think is always wrong. So, and so we have a nice breakdown through here, guys. We have a nice breakdown. Do we continue following through here? We've got a bit of volume behind it. So do we continue to follow through here? Well, it may or may not. So what we need to do, what we need to start to see is like what's going to happen here. Because if we hold here and then we start to rally up, guess what? Now we're squeezing back into this triangle pattern, and then we could see a nice move back to the upside, right? But we're not getting that right now, are we? We're getting just a nice movement up, and now we're less. So the last significant low was where? Right here. And remember, this last significant low is lower than this low here right now. So it's really, see how we've got slightly different patterns, but we're reading the highs and lows. Lower low means that the buyers are no longer raising their prices. We ran up and made a double top. So now we're in this bit of an indecision through here. It's like, is it going to break up, or are we going to continue following through? And it's just flowing with the markets, flowing with the markets. And so right now we're not getting any clear sign of a direction, right? When again, if we squeeze up through here, we could get a nice break up. Or if we start to break back down again, then it'll be really interesting to see what actually happens with this one here, right? But it's really, look how beautiful that is. Look at all that there. Beautiful pullback, all these small bars, and then a nice big breakaway bar. Beautiful. So that's the GDX. So same with the GDXJ as well too. More downside on the GDXJ is about to come. Tell me why, guys. Tell me why. Without me pointing out anything. Tell me why I believe at minimum that GDX is now likely to get down to the 30, 50 level, the GDXJ. Tell me why I just said that. And let's actually see. Tell me why we now have a high probability now of, ding, 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 ding. We have a winner. We have a winner. Right. Now, guys, yes or no? Does this look like exactly like silver looked like yesterday before reaching the lows, the previous lows? Yes or no? Exactly what I said yesterday, right? It's the exact same thing. It's the exact same setup. And yes, we're definitely, and we're getting a volume breakout bar. Right. And so let's see if I can get any trend line going through here. I'm trying to get something going on through here. It's probably there. But that's probably the trend line, isn't it? For there somewhere. Yeah, but we definitely had this was the bear flag through here. Okay, that was the bear flag. Look at the breakout of the bear flag. Look what we have here, right? Look at this. Erase all. So what do we have here? We had this higher low, right? Higher low breaking up, come back down and created a lower low. Okay, so the lower low that simply means what? Okay, so there's a warning sign, right? Warning sign. Then we rallied up. Rallied up. Breakout bar today with volume. So more selling to come in the GDXJ. More selling to come in the GDXJ. Because now guess what we're getting? We've got a lower low. Now we've got a confirmed lower high. How's that Fibonacci level look as well too? It'd be really interesting to see whether looks like a 60% retracement. Yeah, it does, yeah, too. So it's not a 50% retracement, not as strong as silver. But we're now getting ready for this breakout bar through here is now a confirmation of change in trend. And so now I'm expecting a minimum of down to a 30. At least to the low points through here, right? At least to the last point through here, this 30-50 level here. If we look at some sort of a channel, just like the silver price, oh, look at that. Look at that. Smack on. Absolutely smack on. Look at all that support through there. And then all that resistance. So we're not going to get down to the bottom of this channel here. Lower low, lower high, breaking out with volume. So now we're likely to see a lot more selling there. Guys, this is just reading the markets, right? This is just reading the charts. It's nothing special. It's just, okay, what's the market telling me? Not what I want it to tell me. Really interesting, right? Look at that there. Because look at this here, guys. We had these nice higher lows coming up through here. So this was the low point through here. Higher low, lower low, weak move up. Now we come back down. That's now confirmed a lower high. Oh, what's going on? And then a breakout. We're now likely to see some strong selling, especially in the GDXJ. Let's go have a look at the SIL and see what's going on through there. Oh, same thing as well too. Wow, the metal's about to get hit. The metal's about to get hit. So this is the SIL. I can definitely see some sort of a trend line coming through here as well. Looking at the closing prices, it's probably through there. We definitely got a deeper rally here, didn't we? Definitely got a much deeper rally here. So this is a lower low. That's where, guys, you can see, right? The deeper the rally, the sort of the less probability it is, but we still got a lower low. This now could be some sort of lower high. We are definitely breaking out of this this range right now. Lower low, lower high. Not much of a volume there, is there, on the SIL? So that's a bit of a tricky one, that one. Oh, geez, look at that. Look at that volume spike. Wow. So the SI, look, I tell you what, guys, the juniors, the silver juniors and the gold juniors are very weak compared to just, I'm getting a lot more weaker signs anyway. Wow. So nice high low, came back down, bit of an equal low through here. We had this, what did we have through here? So we had a low, through here, we had a higher low and the market ran up, failed, and then followed through to a slight lower low. Now we had weak movement up, very weak movement up, wasn't it? And as you can see this movement up was so much more weaker. This buying leg here was so much weaker than this leg here, and that's where like that's what I call the strength in moves, right? It's like, what is the strength in the move? And the strength in the move is like how strong the leg is. Now we're getting a breakout and breakdown with the volume there. My goodness. Because we actually have probably that through there as well too coming on play. Right through there. And now we're getting what? Now we're getting a lower high. It's probably a 60% retracement. Looks like it. Let me just do that. See if with my eye. Yep, smack on 60% retracement. I can see that with my eye there. And then now we're getting a breakout and a breakdown. Really, really interesting. So what's the market telling us right now? The market is telling us we're now likely to see a lot more downside to come in what? In the metals. Because remember, guys, it's based on, if we look at the market as a strength in the move, right? Strength in the moves with peaks and troughs or highs and lows. What I mean by that is, as an example here, as we can see here, right? We had a move up and then we had a move down. See all these small little bars, small little bar, small little bar, small bar, and then see this big up bar with the volume? What was that telling us? That's telling us we're now getting ready to what? At least run to a double top, which is exactly what it did. And then it broke down, right? Then it broke down, and then we had another move up through here with volume. Guess what? That didn't follow through. What does that mean? 1 or 2 or 3 candles later, and then we actually had a breakdown to create a slight, which was, though, a lower low in the markets. Now created a lower high, and now we're breaking out. So a lot more selling is like these metals. I'm telling you right now, guys, like these juniors, the silver junior and the gold junior look so much weaker. So expect more selling, guys, to come into the GDXJ and the SIL out of this, because that's what's happening right now. And so if we go back over to the Dow Jones and we continue to focus on what the Dow Jones is telling us, what's happening through here? Higher low, higher low. We're getting all this sideways movement with small bars. Nothing is really confirmation. There's no real confirmation yet. What does that mean? That means we still could. That's where the if scenarios come into play. If we get a nice break up out of this here with what? With a strong bar, right? Because now we've had all these weak bars. We need a strong bar breakout. That's why when you go to the GDXJ, look at this here. Weak bars, weak bar, weak bar. Very nice strong bar breakout. Same with the SILJ, right? Look at this here. Look at all those weak bars, weak bars, weak bars, and then a very big strong bar breakout. So that's what we're looking for on the Dow Jones. Are we going to get a strong bar breakout? And it would preferably be a nice strong bar breakout above that level there, 26,000. If we get a strong bar breakout, because preceding that is what? All these small bars, which are weak bars. What does that mean? Indecision. No one in control at this time, right? Thinking, small bars, no one in control, thinking, small bar, no one in control. Where's it going to break? Small bar, no one in control. Oh, bam, big breakout bar. Oh, strong bar, breakout, strong bar. Someone in control. Small bar, sideways, no one in control. Small bar, sideways, no one in control. Breakout, big, strong breakout bar. Oh, someone in control. Give me a yes in the chat box if that makes sense, guys, what I'm trying to say there. Right? Because this is how you read the markets. When you have all these small bars, no one in control. thinking. When we get a breakout, when we have a strong bar breakout, oh, someone in control. Now, there's a lot more to it than that, but when you see that theory is small bars, no one in control, thinking, large bar breakout, someone in control. Guys, this is where, guys, I'm telling you right now, man, I could teach you guys so much about these markets here. And as you can see, guys, right, guys, give me an amen if you can see that you can get so much information from the chart itself without anything else. Without the volume. Now, the volume is a bit of a confirmation indicator, but forget the volume. There's so much from the chart you can sell. You get from that. You get so much from the actual chart itself. And that's where, guys, the chart is such a magnificent thing. And when you start to read the chart, the better you can read the chart, the better trader you'll be. So if we get a strong bar breakout on the Dow Jones, guess what? Expect another move up. And possibly, I apologize. I apologize about that, guys. I'm sipping on my green tea and lemon and ginger. So guys, this is about reading. This is about reading the markets, guys. This is about reading the markets, reading the markets. And we never know exactly what's going to happen, definitely. But we can start to use what I'm teaching you guys right now about the highs and lows, the strength in the moves, the small bars, no one in control, large bars, so on and so forth. When you start to get that sort of thing, guys, the market's always telling you what's going on, right? And we can start to get a probability of what's going on. So if we get a strong bar breakout on the Dow Jones, that could be now the start of a move for what? For my 29,000 Dow target. So there we go. That could be in the case. Now, how did I get my Dow 29,000 Dow target? Simples. I just went from the high to the low. So we have this point through here. So there's ultimate low point through here. I was actually a bit higher in it. So it's probably through here to here. Project that up. And where does that come to? Oh, just a bit lower than that. So, you know what? Let's be conservative and say 28,000 on a conservative note. That's probably going to get to 29 there. Because the lows from there to there, that was pretty much the channel. Yeah. Guys, just give me 30 seconds. I drink too much water in the mornings. Give me 30 seconds. Alrighty, guys, I'm back now. I'm back. Alrighty, so. Alrighty. So, guys, I hope you can see what I'm talking about here and what I'm saying through here, guys. Again, guys, there is no certainties in these markets, but we use these tools about probabilities of something happening in the markets, okay? There's no certainties. But the thing is this, guys, but the most powerful thing to stack, the most powerful thing you can do to stack the odds on your side of doing well in the markets is what? Is reading the charts. Same for the S&P 500. Right? Look at this here. Weak pull down, nice move up. We're getting a very, very, very weak pull down through here. A very weak pullback through here. So we could be getting some more upside out of the S&P because we're getting what? We're getting a very weak pullback. Strong buyers, weak sellers. So if we get another big strong buy, and we could be getting ready for another move up. at least to the highs up there anyway. And same with the NASDAQ. What are we getting? Higher low, weak pullback. Now, guys, I'm not saying we're definitely going to continue this trend, okay? We're getting the weak pullback right now. Come back tomorrow and see what happens, and then we can you can formulate the decision. And then you can continue to read what the story's telling you, right? If we get a breakdown, what does that mean? Oh, something's changing. Flowing with the markets. Again, guys, it's never about certainties in the markets. Nothing is. There is no certainties in the markets. But what you can do is you can start to do stuff like that. JNUG, same thing. JNUG, wow, look at that. Higher low, lower low, pull back with all these small bars, or just pull back through here. Now a big breakout bar. JNUG's about to at least get down to the $9 level there, guys. At least get down to the $9 level. Well, what a big breakout bar that is. But where did this all start, guys? Where did this all start? This all started back here, right? We had a higher low, and then we had a lower low. That's a warning sign. It doesn't mean it's definitely going to change trend, because sometimes it doesn't. What do we need now? We need a lower high. The market ran up, struggled, created this high. We had a breakdown. Now, what does that mean? That's now breaking down to make a lower high in the markets. And that's that point through there. And we haven't breaking down past that point. So wow, we could be getting a lot of selling coming into these metals right now, guys. So for anyone that said, buy silver and gold right now, blah 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 blah. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? It's like this person out there is always saying it's not too late. You better get into silver and gold right now before everything starts to turn to custard. You know who I'm talking about. Don't listen. Listen to the charts. Because if you want to be, you just want to be like Jesse and just start to buy gold at 13.10 when we're clearly getting a lot of weakness signs here. Now, guys, it's not about being right with the market. It's about, okay, there's a probability of this starting to change trend right now. And some people on YouTube do these really dramatic videos. Boom, 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 boom. The market, silver and gold's about to explode right now. It's going to go vertical. It's not too late to get in. Better get in now before the whole world turns to custard. Meanwhile, the stock market still goes up, and there's several silver and gold are going down again. And all you can, and as you can see, by removing all that bullshit and say, you know what? Look what the charts are telling me. So for you guys that don't believe in the charts, the only thing you can believe in is the charts. You can't believe in anything else. But the charts are giving us some probability of what is likely to happen. Sometimes we go through a period like we have with silver and gold. Last couple of weeks, where we're like indecision. Rally, it's going up, but it's very weak. It's very weak. It's rallying up. Of the last couple of weeks, we're going up, but there's no strong movement here. Indecision. Where are we going to get the break? Where are we going to get the break? Where are we going to get the break? Boom, break to the downside. Poor Jesse. Where's Jesse? Jesse, you in the room, my man? Poor Jesse. So, all right, guys. Anyway, so I hope you can see, guys, that that's what it's all about. Just continue to read the market. And that's why, guys, like I am such a big proponent. Oh, a lot of times just coming back to here, right? Just coming back to what? Just a blank chart. Just a blank chart with black bars. Why? Because it's not a matter of what the color is of the candlestick or the bar. What's the most important part I'm looking at? I'm looking at the flow of the market. Higher low, lower low. Okay, we could be getting a lower high. Okay, we're getting a lower high right now on gold. What does that mean? Bam, we can now expect a lot more downside to come until that changes. Or if something changes, then we can flow with it. You better get in now. Silver and gold are going to go vertical, just like Bitcoin has been. I take the piss out, don't I? Because, guys, I'm laughing right now, guys, because I'm telling you, like, you guys might not know my age, but I'm not young, but I'm not old. I'm not going to tell you my age because I literally, I got gray hair right now. I got gray hair. And with my beard, when I start to grow it, it's gray. Like I've got a lot of gray in my beard right now. And I'm like, man, I'm telling you that, guys, because I've gone through so much bloody hell and back with these markets for them to say, listen, just focus on this, because that's how the markets work. Highs and lows, or peaks and troughs, then start to look at strength and moves, and then start to look at the collection of the bars. Are we getting small bars sideways movement? Means no one in control. Do we get a breakout bar? Right? Just like here, right? What happened through here? Small bars, sideways movement, large breakout bar. What ended up happening? We had a little follow through. Really, really interesting, guys. You guys can become amazing traders. You really, really can. You can become an amazing trader. But we just got to remove all that bullshit of what we think we need. We need the Bollinger Bands. We need the stochastics. We need RSIs. We need all this type of crap in the markets that stops us from seeing the main thing, which is the chart. And when the market starts to do this, when we start to see a different tune in the markets, from going from seeing we're getting this strong move up and then a strong move up on the buying leg, and then on the buying leg through here, suddenly we're now getting what? A weak move up. Something has changed. Guys, give me a yes in the chat box if what I said just there makes sense, right? That's what I call a strength in the move. Every single buying leg was very strong on the upside. Then the last buying leg, the overall collection of the leg, was actually a bit weaker, right? It's a lot weaker than compared to the other previous legs. That's given us a sign that something's not right. That's given us a sign that something is it's not quite right there. That's what I call the strength in the move. It's not about the one bar or the one candle. It's the collection of that. So hang on a minute. Every single leg up has been quite strong, but now the last buying leg, and the same for the selling leg, right? The selling legs as well too. And this is where we start to read the picture. Oh, look, we had weak sellers through here. And then we had weak sellers, right? Weak sellers simply means that they weren't strong. They were just sideways, right? They weren't strong down, sideways. Oh, look, from here to here. What does that mean? Oh, that means what? That means now this selling leg here is so much stronger than the last couple of what? Selling legs. Guys, give me an A in the chat box if that makes sense. So now we can start to see the tune changing from weak sellers to now strong sellers. And now we can see the tune going from a strong buying period to a weaker buying period. Something is changing. As the psychology of the market, it's changing. And when you start to see this collection with the highs and lows, that's how we start to see, and we've gone from strong buyers, weak sellers, i.e. upward trend, to strong sellers, weak buyers, and now we're getting another what? Another strong selling period. So guys, what I'm telling you right now is the most powerful thing you can do for your trading. The most powerful thing you can do for your trading. You know, guys, and this is the stuff that I really like. I really take a lot, you know, with my private clients, you know, and I really, really focus on helping them read the markets and understand the charts. And that's the reason why I do my weekly coaching calls and stuff like that. You know, if you are interested in joining my weekly coaching program, where you get my #1 trading strategy, weekly coaching and daily, you know, see my trades and stuff like that, then there's the very first link in the description. You can fill out the form, and then I can help you with what you need. Right? I can give you my strategy. I can help you with trading the markets. But this is the most important thing. As you can see, right, guys, there's so much power. There is so much information you can get from the chart itself if we know how to read it right. Right? That's why, guys, if you haven't done so, in the Grab the Markets by the Balls flash sale here at johnsflashsale.com, that's I have 3 videos there teaching you stuff like this that actually goes through things that are most important. But people just like, oh, whatever, we need something else, right? It's Donald Trump, it's the news, it's this, it's that, it's this, it's that. It's like, no, it's all in the charts. And it's our job to start to see the picture for what it is. Who's in control, highs and lows, strength in moves, and then we can start to look at the collection of bars. Are we getting sort of a sideways small bars, no one in control? Because remember, small bars sideways, weaker, no one really in control. Large bar, breakout, someone in control. There's so much information here, guys, you can learn from the markets that can do so well for you. You really, 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 really can. I just went quiet then. I don't know why. I was having a moment of silence. Moment of silence, guys. Alrighty, guys. So let me and that's the reason why, guys, just looking at these markets through, looking at these charts through here. Like even the SPY, right? The SPY could be getting ready for another big run here soon. I know someone mentioned the SPY just recently. Don't fight the market. Don't fight the market. Don't fight the market. Alrighty, guys. So let me actually bring let's bring up the UUP here for a minute, US dollar. Oh, sorry, look at US dollar. Look at US dollar, guys. This thing is building a lot of pressure through here. This thing's about to break out. Guys, give me a yes in the chat box if you've been seeing my market update videos based on the US dollar and how I've been saying that if this continues to build up on this weekly chart to break out, we could have a nice run back up to 28. If you've been seeing those market update videos that I've been doing. And interesting, right? That goes inside of what's happening with the metals right now. Isn't it interesting? We're getting a very clear picture. We're getting a very clear picture on a lot of weakness coming into the metals, but we're also getting a very clear picture on the US dollar that it's likely to break up. And if we do get a big break up, then we're likely to see 28. Let's go through here. So that was the low. That was the high point. Low to high. All right, let's be conservative actually from there to there. Yeah, basically 28. There you go. Still getting this big, man. I'd love to go long US dollar, but I can't. I don't have a setup here. If it does break out here right now, I can't go long US dollar because I don't have, it's not my setup, so I can't do anything myself. Even though it's looking very strong, and even though it's probably gonna, when we start the breakout, we're probably gonna start to see a lot more upside. USO, what's happening with USO? Oil. I have actually been expecting to see a bit more downside to come in oil soon. But we haven't got that yet. We're still creating this. We're still creating higher lows. So we're still getting this move up on oil right now. So we're still creating these higher lows through here. High lows, high lows, high lows through here. So we haven't changed anything yet. But that weekly chart that I'm looking at there, man, if we start to get some selling periods out of this here, we could start to see a lot more downside to come out of it. Interesting, interesting, interesting. So let's go. Let me bring up this one here. So now I can go back to the candlestick charts, guys. So, but as you can see, right, there's so much information, guys, that you can see from the actual from the actual chart itself. Really, really, really is important. It really is powerful, guys. So, guys, if you'd like to get my help more about how to devise how to get my #1 trading strategy and have me as your weekly coach to help you with this sort of stuff, then click on the very first link in the description. Go fill out the application form, and I'll call you soon. And if you haven't done so, guys, go to johnsflashsale.com. It's a $7 trading course just to get you started. And in that, I have 3 videos walking through some powerful chart reading techniques, just like I do today. So with that being said, guys, let me bring up now. Let me go through the chat box right now, guys. So I apologize, I haven't been reading the actual chat box. I've just got carried away with the markets, but it's It's so awesome, guys, that when you remove your thoughts and have no judgment of bullish or bearishness in the markets, and you go to the market with just a blank chart, like I was showing you before, with just black bars, it's like, hey, tell me, market, what's going on right now? Who's in control? What's the strength in moves? All this sort of stuff, right? And it's never about one bar. Now, one bar can start to say, like, for example, recently, one bar on the silver said, now we're confirming that lower high, we're likely to follow through. And that's when it comes back down to the one bar, right? Because now we're looking at the entry bar. But with everything I've said here today, guys, with everything I said today here, I am not telling you to go buy or sell anything in this markets today, because it's never about making money on one trade. If you want to be long-term successful, it's never about making money on one trade. Like, you could go short right now on the GDXJ or the SILJ and then do really well out of that. But that's I don't really care. What I care about is that what you can do continuously, consistently throughout the year, so you can do well throughout the year, not just be lucky once or lucky twice. Okay, and that's where reading the charts like I am right now and having a trading plan can be completely opposite. So even though, like what I said on US dollar, right? US dollar looks like it's about to break out soon, and we could get a nice big move up in US dollar and a big move up in the US dollar. But and that's what I said. Like, I don't have a trading setup. So even though it looks very strong on the markets are telling me that it doesn't actually meet my trading rules. So I can't actually get into it. I wish I could though. Seems to have a bullishness close. Fang stops are started to turn up. Fang stops are starting to turn up. Maybe we should snag it time this. Higher lows, higher highs. Yeah, yep. FB flattish day today. Closed as a doji. Insanity in doing this, in doing things over and over again, expecting the same result. Facebook. Let's have a look at Facebook. FB. Yeah. You know what? FB's had a nice run up. We're just going. So what's happening here, guys? We're getting what? What are we getting? We're getting a sideways period with all these small bars. So, guys, let me ask you a question. For you guys have been following me right now. When we get a period of small bars going sideways, A, buyers in control, B, sellers in control, or C, no one in control at this point in time. Let's see let's see if you guys have been see if you guys have been listening. Because this is something that's really, so A, B, or C. A, buyers in control, B, or C, sellers in control. No one in control, right? So that's no one in control right now, meaning it could break up, it could break down. That's where the if scenarios come into it. Righty. Awesome. So guys, let's just say, for example, we had a nice big breakout bar. Right? The answer is C, guys. The answer is C, that there was no one in control. Let's say we had a nice big breakout bar and that happened on Facebook. With this breakout bar, A, buyers in control, B, sellers in control, C, no one's in control. If we get that, then who's in control? A, B, or C? A, buyers, B, sellers, or C, no one. The answer is A, right? The answer is A. Remember, a sideways period with small bars, there's indecision. A large bar breakout means fuck out of the way type thing. Someone's in control. So it'll be really interesting to see what actually happens here with Facebook. Like, where do we get the breakout? Because if we get a nice, big, strong breakout from here, then we're probably going to come and close that gap. Up at 210. That's what I'm seeing on Facebook right now. I know some of you guys are interested in Boeing as well too. What's happening with Boeing? Yeah, Boeing. Look what's happening right now with Boeing. Boeing small bars, no one in control. We had this big run up and a big pullback, and now we're getting these small bars. We could be getting a continuation on the upside soon. All right, so let's go through the questions now. The IYT changing its tune or the DJT? The DJT. That's I think that's well. Let's go to the IYT. Yeah, we are getting a slight little lower high and a lower low, but we really haven't broken past previous lows yet. So it's not really. We're not getting. Remember, guys, for us, we need that strong bar. Okay, we need a strong bar. We've got a small little lower high, then an equal low right now. We've got a bit of a double bottom. So this whole thing could just be one bit of a bear flag. In that. What's going on, John? I'm sitting here waiting to get in, still waiting. Lower high. Fantastic, John. We'll only get in based on what you know is a good trading setup. And remember, guys, it's never about getting in today and then making money and saying you got it right. Okay. What you should be waiting for is your trading setup. Because you want to be consistent, right? You want to have a plan. So, okay, I know I can make money throughout the year with this. And so if it meets your trading rules, then get into it. But your very next trade, don't say, well, I'm going to trade something different now. No, if you want consistent results, you need to be consistent at trading one setup, whatever that is for you. Hallelujah. Thanks for the insight. Go in and pick it up, scraps. Use leverage. John, how do you identify a false breakout or bear trap like we had last Thursday in the markets? Well, it wasn't. Okay, the first thing you got to understand is that a false breakout means it's clearly breaking out. It's clearly breaking out of a period, right? So a false breakout means it's breaking above significant resistance and all that sort of stuff. That's the terminology false breakout. Okay. The thing with this here, right? We had one down candle through, we had one down bar, and then we had one up bar. But it wasn't really a break. It wasn't a breakout. Is like breaking above resistance or breaking out of a sideways range, or that's a breakout, right? A clear breakout from there. This one here, we've just been going up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, then down one day, then an up day. It wasn't really a breakout. It wasn't even really. You know, we've been going up for quite some time out of this since this low point through here. So again, it wasn't, you can never predict this being a bear trap or anything like that. But if you're trying to go long here, it's very, very risky. Why? Because we've been going up for quite some time and you never know when that quite some time is going to end. That's one of the biggest mistakes that a lot of traders make, is that they don't understand this. And what I'm saying right there is this, and this is how the markets work. Let's just bring this one up here. This is how the markets work. What a lot of people do is that they'll see the market do this. They'll see the market run up, just like the S&P. Then they'll start to buy it after the market's been going up for a few weeks, and then the market pulls back and wondering, oh, why did the market pull back? That's how the markets work. If you're getting in after it's gone for a run for a week or two, it's very risky because the market, how does the market work? It pulls back. Then it pulls back, stops you out, and then it goes for another run again. Oh, typical, I got stopped out. And then it goes for a run on. Like, no, you're just entering at the wrong time. You're not respecting the market. You're not going with the market. Same with the downside, right? A lot of people will wait for the market to drop down, for a week or two, and then they'll start to short it. But what are we expecting soon? We're expecting some sort of a pullback. Oh, got stopped out again. Every time I go short, and then the market goes down. So the best times, the most probability times, is wait for the market to pull back. And then as soon as it starts to pick up again, like here, this is the most highest probability time. This is the most highest probability time to go with the market. So it wasn't even a breakout candle, a breakout bar. It was just a break. Yeah. But because so many people didn't see that, there's, like, for me personally, looking at that through there, it was just sideways. It wasn't really doing anything. Meant to say bull trap. Yeah, it wasn't even a bull trap, guys. It was nothing. It was a nothing. It was just a nothing day. It wasn't a bull trap. A bull trap generally is when it's breaking above previous highs, or it's breaking out, really breaking out. It's not like it's like the last 3 or 4 bars here, pretty much sideways. There's no real breakout through there. Palladium. Glad I didn't buy that JNUG this week. Well, JC, John, does it matter why stochastics go up or down? It's purely charts. The problem with stochastics there, Josie, is that it doesn't really give you any good, strong, because if the stochastics right now are looking weak or whatever, then it doesn't mean the market's going to go down. A lot of people think, oh, well, it's oversold, it's going to go down. Because the market, the stochastics can be pinned to the upside or pinned to the downside, overbought, oversold for quite some time. And to me, my success rate has gone through the roof by removing all that other bullshit that I don't need to have on the charts. My charts are so colorful compared to yours. You need to clean that up, John. Because the most important thing is the chart. Because remember, the chart is the market. And the chart is always creating formations and things in the markets for us to see what's going on. And the more we can just remove everything from the chart, guys, and say, okay, the things I've been talking about today, and then go back to what the market's telling us. Then we can start to get a much more clearer picture on what's really going on. When you get that, and you look at the market with a non-biased view. The problem with most traders is that they'll be in a position like they'll be in a short position, and they're looking for any reason for the market to go down, for the Dow Jones or the S&P to go down. So they're looking for any reasons why the market's going to go down. When if you just look at the market for what it is and what's telling you right now, trade what you see, not what you think, hope, or fear. And trading what you see is all about what's happening right now in the market. Sometimes it's indecision, no one really in control. Sometimes we have a breakout and we get someone clearly in control. So these things really do matter, guys, as you're viewing the markets. And this is the most important thing to you. So, and one of the most powerful things you can do, guys, is look at the market with a non-biased view. Not bullish, not bearish. Like, I'm not bullish or bearish in the markets ever. I am market. You tell me what's going on. And then I'm going to derive my plan, my opinion from that. I'm going to derive my opinion from that. And guys, I can tell you right now, I just got emotional. I don't know why. I've gone through so much fucking hell and back with these markets, guys. Fuck me. I don't know. I just got emotional. By doing so much dumbass shit through my life. And the things that I'm teaching you today are the most powerful things that make massive differences to your overall success in the markets. And I spent so many years after years after years focusing on all this other bullshit that just didn't matter at all. It wasn't helping me become a good trader. And when I start to and these things like what I'm saying right now, which is like, look at the market with a non-biased view. Now, I know that's hard. I know that's hard to do when you're actually in a trade, right? Because now you're looking for anything to support that trade. But my goodness, guys, when you start to remove everything from your what you think or hope or anything like that, and say, okay, markets, will you tell me what's going on? It completely changes the game. And for you guys that have been with me now for over an hour and 10 minutes of doing this, I congratulate you, because you are literally learning the most powerful things on this planet to help you become a good trader. That's why with me, most of my trades, I really like to be in and out quite quickly, because I don't like to be bullish or bearish these markets ever. I like to say, okay, market, you tell me what's going on. And then, of course, from that, I say, you know what? Do I have a really nice quality setup? And if I do, that's going to give me the confidence to put a fair whack on that trade. And from that fair whack, I make good money. But I've just been through, I was saying before, I've got gray in my beard right now. When I do grow even a little bit of stuffle, it's like there's gray through it. It's like after all this time, I see the light. And I see from everything that I've been doing, such bullshit out there that's stopping me. And like what I was even talking about yesterday, about over trading and getting in because like I think it's a good idea and all that sort of stuff. It's like, wow. It's an eye opener. IG advisor called the AU drop. Cool. I am an amazing trader. I am patient and disciplined. Trading is simple, it's easy, it's fun. Mantra. Fantastic, Justin. But your next thing your next thing should be, I am a consistent trader that trades my one trading plan that I know that works every time. I'm a consistent trader that trades my one trading plan that I know that works every time. I'm a consistent trader. I'm consistent, disciplined, and patient. Consistent is the first word. Consistent at showing up every day, doing your job. Discipline to only taking a trading setup, and that one setup or two setups, if it is for you, every single time. Not this trade, one trade, next trade, next trade, something different, next trade, something different, next trade, something different. Like Jesse, right? And then patient to waiting as long as you have to for that one setup. If you can do that, you'll be part of the 10% who do well. And then within a few years, you'll be part of the 1% who do 7 figures or more from these markets. Because if you can start to just be patient and wait for that one setup that you know that works most of the time, within a few years, you'll be confident now to be putting 10, 20, 30 grand per trade. And before you know it, you're crushing half a million to $1 million a year from trading. But it all starts with, what are you looking for? That's like with my coaching program, guys. I give you the setup to look for. And then your job is just to stick to it. You do that, you do well. Thanks, John. Dollar is going up. Makes sense with the golds. Yeah, but I'm telling you right now, guys, I've been seeing the complete opposite in the markets these days. The complete opposite is that I've been seeing dollars likely to collapse and silver and gold is going to go up. Why isn't that a setup if it had a breakout bar in US dollar? Because it doesn't meet my trading rules. It doesn't meet my trading rules, Justin. My trading rules, that is. My trading rules. I need to know, I need to see a particular setup on the chart for me to trade the markets. So it doesn't meet my trading rules. So important. So even though this does look like if it does break out, it does look like it's going to continue following through. I can't trade it because it just looks like that on the chart. I need to see this setup on the chart, and it doesn't. It just doesn't meet my trading rules. That's again, Justin. That's my trading rules. That's my trading setup. That is. I know exactly what I'm looking for, and the US dollar doesn't. UUP doesn't do that. Yep. All right. Fantastic. Alrighty, guys. Well, that's it for me today. Once again, guys, if you would like to get me as your coach and have my trading strategy, me weekly coaching and stuff like that, then go fill out the application form there. And if you haven't done so yet, guys, at bare minimum, get your ass into that Grab the Markets by the Balls $7 course just to get started there, guys, to help you out at johnsflashsale.com. Hope you enjoyed this session today, guys. And please, 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 maybe over the weekend, watch this session again and again and again because there's so much information here that you can use to help you become what I call a master trader. See you guys.